Opening tip brought to you by Northside Hospital, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Our healthcare providers live it every day. If you and your family are looking for a healthier future, look to Northside Hospital. Dogs win the opening tap with Asa Newell winning the jump. So Georgia has first possession. Blue Cane on the right baseline, down to our right as they work from left to right in this first half. Cane with a three. Right corner is no good, but he was fouled on the play, knocked to the floor, and he's got 3 free throws coming as the foul was committed by Kavian McClain, the 5'10 senior guard from Memphis, transfer from Abilene Christian.
Well, they did what you're supposed to do with a good three-point shooter. They ran at him, but you're not supposed to hit him.
Kane 1 for 1 on the season at the line. 66% foul shooter last year. Free throw number 1 by the right-hander from Knoxville is up and in. Good, and Georgia on the board first with the free throw.
Blue had a tough time behind the arc the other night in our season opener, but when he gets it going, he can put points on the scoreboard. He can light that scoreboard up in a hurry.
He hits his second foul shot. Yeah, he was 0 for 5 from the beyond the arc on Monday. And he drains all 3 foul shots here to give Georgia an early 3-0 lead. Texas Southern inbounds. They're in maroon uniforms, jerseys and shorts. Georgia in the home whites. Grayson Carter at 6'10", hands it off, and they go underneath.
Bad hands.
And
that was a good pass.
Yeah, they turned it over underneath the basket there on the baseline.
Good pass. It's like a bad football receiver, and we've seen too many of those lately. Went right through his hands.
Dogs with the ball. Lawrence in yellow shoes distributes to Kane. We go down low. Pass is tipped, trying to get it to Godfrey on the block. Pass was tipped and taken away by Texas Southern. Little McClain goes down on the baseline. A fadeaway 2 is good by Kenny Hunter, the transfer from Louisiana Tech. The 6'10 forward knocks down the first points of the game for Texas Southern. 3-2, Georgia with an early lead. Just a little more than a minute in. Silas attempts a 3 from the left wing. That's no good. Rebound tipped off to Ace's hands and over to the Tigers. Texas Southern with a basketball. Granger brings it into the front court. Now it's McClain, the guard, dribbles through the legs, guarded by Kane. They screen for him. Blues trying to catch up, but not before Kane hits a long 2 on the right side. McClain hit the 2-pointer for Texas Southern. Silas driving all the way to the rack. Layup is left short on the right side of the rim. And on the rebound, there's a foul. Bodies on the floor underneath the basket. And Don Daly, our lead official today, going to make the call on the play. Called a foul on Jalen Jackson Posey for Texas Southern.
They call a foul on the rebound, right?
Yes.
There's no shooting.
The indication was a kind of a hand to the face on the foul by Jackson Posey, hyphenated last name.
Well, that's not legal. Hand to the face.
You only get a slap on the wrist with a hand to the face in this sport. Georgia inbound the basketball. Demery to Kane in the right corner. Dribbles it out of the corner. Feeds Lawrence between the circles. Ty Lawrence, long 3, left of the circle. Airballed it. Caught under the basket by Little McClain. He speeds into the front court. Works on the right wing. Sends it into the right post. And Hunter going to turn and shoot. He airballs it. I don't know if Godfrey got a piece of that. He was defending. Came right down to Blue Cane for Georgia. The Dogs attack with Demery. Handoff in the paint. Newell lays it up and in. Asa with his first points. It's 5-2 Dogs. 5-4, excuse me. Dogs by a point. Texas Southern with a basketball. They work on the left end here in half number 1. Colby Granger drives to the foul line. Stops there as he picks up his dribble. Godfrey guarding tightly. They go to McClain, who sends a bounce pass
a nice
down
block.
the lane. They tried to lay it up, blocked by, I think it was Asa, right? Newell got the piece of that. Asa Newell with his first block. Georgia with the takeaway, and the Dogs have possession. Demery tries to dribble on the right, gets tangled in the feet of his defender, Colby Granger. Falls to the floor, and that's a foul on Texas Southern.
That's their 3rd foul.
Call goes against Granger, and Georgia will inbound. Side court. Silas grimacing a little bit as he inbounds the ball to Tyron Lawrence. Lawrence swings the ball around. Now 1 bounce and feeds Newell. Asa One dribble, picks up his dribble, pivots, goes back to Lawrence on the logo. 8 to shoot. Lawrence sees that. Long cross court. Open man Silas, right corner three. Hits the far side of the iron. No good. We were running out of time. Silas was wide open in the right corner, and Lawrence got him the ball with a nice pass. We missed the shot. Texas Southern, loose ball on the offensive end. Newell's trying to pick it up, goes to the floor, rolls under his body. He rolls it out, and now a tie-up as two men go to the floor. Ty Lawrence and Jalen Newell will defend the inbound. They throw it into the backcourt to Kavion McLean, the 5'10 guard, working around the perimeter. Big Carter now hands it back off to McLean, top of the key. Go back to Carter. No, that's Alex Anderson into the game, the 6'6 guard. Down on the block, and Carter works against Newell, able to get to the basket and score with a lay-in. Dogs behind, 6-5, but with possession. Demery skip pass to Godfrey, right side of the lane. He spins down on the right block, puts it up in the air, gets fouled on the play.
You know, he is so big and strong. When he gets the ball down low, he's just like a big man, you know, that can maneuver against, you know, use his body to, at that time, draw contact.
Fouls on Carter, Grayson Carter, the 6'10 graduate transfer from Dallas, Texas. And that puts RJ on the free throw line. RJ Godfrey from Suwanee, Georgia, played at North Gwinnett High School. Transfer from Clemson. He's in his junior season. Free throw from the big right-hander. Going to dance on the rim, roll around, and fall off the right side on that last final bounce. Did not go in for it. Blue Cane checks out. Dakota LaFew had a big game Monday night against Tennessee Tech in his Georgia debut. Had 18 points and hit all 4 of our three-pointers. Free throw by Godfrey, number 2, is good. He missed the first, made the second. Yeah, LaFew was 4 of 6 on threes Monday night, Chuck. The rest of our team went 0 for 12.
That was all we had.
Dogs have tied it at 6.
Big Sampto Cyril is in the game now, so
we'll watch for him down low. He's on that left block right now.
That'll be a challenge for
Texas Southern with the basketball. Work on the right baseline, trying to back down LaFew. A spinning jump hook with the glass, good by Alex Anderson at 6'6". He got in close and scored. 8-6 Texas Southern. Silas on a drive, a reach-in foul on the way by. They give him continuation, and he carries it to the basket and scores. The and one on the way, and good. Silas with a three-point play. Georgia with a 9-8 lead. Texas Southern inbounds. Georgia with a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Now we sag back across the timeline. Lawrence on the ball as Jalen Weisinger brings it into the front court. Was that a shot? I missed that.
Well, it was a shot, but it went underneath. That doesn't count. I mean, if it grazes
an
the
air
net,
ball.
grazes the net underneath as it goes out of bounds, that's no good.
I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. Anyway, it's a turnover. Georgia has the ball. Now Georgia turns it over as Silas Demery has it plucked away by Colby Granger, and in the race for the loose ball in the front court, Dogs are whistled for a foul. Silas Demery picks it up. It's going to be Texas Southern's basketball. $15-10 on the clock, first half. Georgia with a 1-point lead, 9-8. Tigers inbound. Front court on the side, right next to us. Jalen Weisinger in the game because Kavion McLean has 2 fouls. Weisinger kicks it out on the perimeter. They work around into the right corner. Far side of the floor, there's Granger. Passes underneath to Carter at 6'10". He tried to go around Sampto Cyril, and the Dogs are called for a foul. Tried to go up and under the backboard, and Sampto called for a foul for the Dogs.
Sampto used his body to kind of push him, up underneath that glass.
It's going to put Texas Southern on the free throw line. Big Grayson Carter. 6'10" and 240. 6 for 6 at the line this season. in their first 2 games. There's his first miss. Off the front of the rim and short. Averaged 7 points, 4.5 rebounds at Texas Southern last year. He's a transfer from Texas Arlington. One more free throw for the big right-hander. Ball's in the air. Put some air under that thing. Gets it to go. 1 for 2 at the line. We're tied again at 9. Georgia and Texas Southern here in game number 1 of the Peach State Classic. Game number 2 will be Tuesday night for Georgia here at Stegman against North Florida. And the Ospreys defeated Georgia Tech today in Atlanta. Dakota LeFew in the front court, fouled on a takeaway attempt by Texas Southern.
Yeah, I believe the final over Tech was 105-93, so it wasn't a real tight game.
You are correct on both counts there. Foul on Texas Southern. Georgia inbounds again. Lawrence has the dribble, feeds Sompto, dribbles it twice across the top of the key and hands it off underhanded to LeFew. Back to Lawrence. Tyron drives, and those yellow shoes. A running layup is good from the left side. He used the upper left corner of the glass to score his first points of the game. Texas Southern in the front court quickly. A drive, one-hander is no good by long and lanky 6'10" Josh Farmer. Looked like he wanted to go in for a dunk, and at the last minute he pulled up and tried to bank it, but he threw it in too hard.
That decision was made as a business decision because Sompto was there.
Georgia with the rebound and the shot on the other end. There's Dakota LeFew for 3, a Scana Energy 3. His first basket of the afternoon.
And our first 3, we're 1 for 4 now.
Dogs with a 14-9 lead. LeFew now with 5 threes in 2 games. Dogs by 5. Texas Southern has the ball. On the left wing, it's Weisinger. He backs it up above the hash mark on this near side. Splits the defense, runs through, kicks into the right corner. Long baseline 2 is good by 6'10" Kenny Hunter. Hunter with his second basket makes it 14-11. Dogs with a 3-point lead. Ball out of bounds. I think, no, they called a foul.
Foul, it's going to be
foul
on
Georgia. On Hunter, came down over the top of the shooter. And the Dogs are going back to the line. Hunter with his first foul. Already 17 fouls on Texas Southern. We still got 13:24 to go here in half 1. We put Silas Demery back on the foul line for the Dogs. Kane checked back in for Georgia. Also in the game now is Justin Abson, 6'9", transfer from Appalachian State. Silas at the line. Free throw by the right-hander on the way, and in good. Demery now 2 for 2 this afternoon at the stripe. And Georgia's lead is 15-11.
And Dogs off to a good start at the stripe, 6 for 7. That's going to be, if they're going to foul like this, that's going to be critical for Georgia.
Demery was there more than any other Georgia player last year. 163 attempts at the foul line last season. He shot 70%. He's perfect on those 2 attempts. He made them both. 16-11, Georgia with its largest lead here early in the game. Texas Southern will inbound, uncontested in the backcourt. It'll be Jalen Weisinger at 6'10", a senior guard from Houston. He brings it into the front court. Zyterius Mortal has checked in for the first time, his first minutes. He's a 6'2" guard. Hunter down on the block on the baseline, lobs it out towards the half-court line. Mortal going to dribble around the defenders, feed the lane inside, off the hands of his intended target, and a turnover. Dogs take it away. Trying to give it one of the big men flying down the lane, wanted to go in for a dunk, but you got to have the ball to do that. Dogs with the basketball, LeFew launches another 3 from the left slot. That one won't go, it's off the rim. Rebounded by 6'10" Josh Farmer. Cross-court pass for Texas Southern. They work on the front side. They attack right down the lane by Josh Farmer. The lay-in is good, and they called a goaltend on Sompto anyway, but the basket went in, and it will count. 16-13, Georgia +3 on the scoreboard here. And Cyril will check out. R.J. Godfrey back in. Also Dylan James on the floor for the Dogs. So our 5 features Abson, LeFew, Kane, and the aforementioned Godfrey and Dylan James. 12.5 to play, first half. Kane with the ball right elbow. He's defended there by 2 men. He dribbles it back out above the arc. Feeds it with one hand to LeFew. He penetrates, kicks out to Kane on the right side. 3 won't go, off the rim. Rebounded by Farmer. Texas Southern with possession. Between the circles now. Weisinger holds. He goes back on the right wing. Here's Hunter, left open, just inside the arc. Missed an 18-foot two-pointer. Rebounded by Kane for the Dogs. Outlet to LeFew. Dakota up the far sideline, left to right into the front court. Feeds it back to Blue. Dribbles to his right. We go into the corner. Dylan James 3 won't fall. Rebounded by Abson. Offensive board for the Dogs. Feed it to Kane. He attacks down the lane. 2 long strides, and he's hacked with an arm as he reaches the rim.
Is he okay?
He's slow to get up, but he is up. Foul is on. Blue Kane at the line. Free throw number 1 is good. He's 4 for 4 in the game so far today, and Georgia by 4, 17-13. Kane, soft foul shot, or barely moved the net on that one. He made them both.
Yeah.
And Georgia by 5, matching the largest lead of the game so far.
And half of the Dogs' points have come at the line as we're 9 for 10 now shooting free throws.
Texas Southern with a basketball. Tried to drive, almost lost the handle to Josh Farmer. He recovers, backs up, long 2 just to the right of the circle, and he knocks down a 19-footer. Farmer with his second bucket of the afternoon. 18-15, Georgia plus 3 on the scoreboard. 11:20 to go, first half. LeFew left alone for a second, but Kenny Hunter closed out, so he dribbles and drives, and a blocking foul called underneath the basket on Texas Southern. They got Farmer. That's 2 on him. They've got 3 guys with 2 fouls already. That's going to put Dakota LeFew on the free throw line. Graduate transfer from Mount St. Mary's, hometown Hampton, Georgia. So he's a Georgia boy coming back home. Played at Jonesboro High School. And he's 75% in his career from the free throw line. This is his first attempt of the season. And it is up and in. Got a free throw to go with a 3-pointer so far today. 19-15, Georgia in front. First team all-conference in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference last year with Mount St. Mary's. Free throw number 2 is good. I think we've learned through that game they played against Georgia last year, seeing him play against Georgia. And then here in the first game in this one, he's a pretty good shooter.
He is an excellent shooter. He really is. But the thing that's, he also provides that leadership on the floor.
Turn fade from just inside the foul line by Texas Southern is good for Kenny Hunter. That was a nice play by the big guy.
Yeah, but we've got to tighten up our defense.
20-17, Georgia by 3. Dogs have the ball. Kane, top of the key. Man-to-man right now for Texas Southern. James is in trouble in the right corner. He's doubled and stripped. The ball went out on Texas Southern, however. Georgia will have possession. I think Alex Anderson and Dylan James having a close exchange of words after that play. They were kind of chest to chest as they backed away from the corner. Dogs have 11 on the shot clock. LeFew to throw it in. Overhead toss to Abson. Flips it back to Kane. Moves to his left. Now dribbles to his right. 6 to shoot. 5 to shoot. LeFew's got it. He shoots and scores. 3-pointer right corner, or on the right wing actually, by Dakota LeFew. That's a Scana Energy 3 for Dakota.
Scott, he's very smooth and very easy with his threes. You notice there's no effort to it.
Same way he shoots the foul shots. Just puts it up softly, but he's got the perfect range so far. Georgia with a 6-point lead, largest of the half, 23-17. Texas Southern going to drive in traffic.
Yeah.
We converge at the rim and commit the foul on the drive to the goal.
Yeah, Dylan James was having none of that, and he didn't try to hide it.
And that was the guy he fouled that they were having some words a few moments ago.
Well, I was about to say that must have been him because he went to the floor hard, and Dylan didn't stop to help him back up.
James with the foul. That puts Alex Anderson on the free throw line. 6'6" senior, transfer from Incarnate Word in Texas. His hometown is Memphis, Tennessee. And He is now 0 for 1 at the free throw line as he comes up.
You know
empty
who
on
started
that
his
first attempt?
football career at Incarnate Word?
Who's that?
Cam Ward, quarterback at Miami.
That was a good find for the Hurricanes.
Boy, it was.
Although it didn't go their way yesterday. Anderson, second free throw. Big right-hander puts it up and in. 23-18, Georgia. Silas goes by. He just blew by his defender.
He got hit
Zaire
again.
Haynes was like, what was that flashing by me? And he gets fouled on the drive to the basket. He's got 2 shots coming. They're already in the double bonus in 9:59 to go. 10th team foul on Texas Southern, and Silas will be shooting 2. We could be here a long time if this continues. But as long as we make them, you know.
We got 23 points, 11 of them at the line.
Silas free throw number 1 in the air and good. He's 4 for 4. The foul was on Zaire Hayes, his first. And again, the team's 10th. And Silas will get a second free throw. Spins the ball, sets, and shoots. Good. Demery 5 for 5. Blue 5 for 5. Dakota 2 for 2.
We picked the right team to show up shooting hot free throws, didn't we?
Yeah, we're smoking here in the first half. Let's hope it continues. 24-18, Georgia by 6 points. Texas Southern has the ball. Dribble into traffic on the baseline. They find some help. Big Hunter, he's a lot of help. They got him the basketball. Another mid-range 2 for Big Hunter. Kenny Hunter now with 8 points. He's their leading scorer. 24-20 is the count. Georgia in front by 4. He had 15 and 7 against Texas A&M San Antonio in their last game out, the NAIA opponent. Dogs with the ball, drive out of the corner with 7 to shoot. Demery on the dribble, finds Dakota, shot fake, moves to his left, fires a 3, drains it, good. LeFew with his third 3 of the game. He's got 11, and it's 28-20 Dogs. Anderson on the dribble, back and forth between the circles. Now going to attack on a curl from the left side. Tried to lay it up. We contested. It's no good. And we rebound. LeFew finds Newell inside. And Asa had his first attempt rejected. Didn't get real high off the ground. And Big Hunter went up with him and rejected it. And then they call a jump ball as Newell got tied up by Texas Southern. But Georgia maintains possession. Another big guy. They've got bigs, Chuck. 6'10", 6'11", 6'10". They've got 3 6'10s and a 6'11 guy. And they play 2 of the 6'10s at the same time.
They look good getting off the bus, don't they?
We can do that too. We're just not doing it right now with Newell and Somto. And Georgia, after we inbounded the ball, Mike White wanted a timeout. Didn't like what he was seeing, apparently. He wanted to come up with something different for the personnel on the floor, so he'll use a 30-second timeout with 8:47 to go here in half number 1. Join BMW's drive to end hunger and support a worthy cause, and take advantage of exceptional offers on select models through November 30th. See your local BMW Center today for details, or visit BMWATL.com today. 28-20, Dogs by 8. Georgia shooting 43% compared to 60% for Texas Southern. The Dogs are wearing them out from the foul line.
They are. And Texas Southern's only attempted 1 3. And they missed it.
Hunter's been their most consistent scorer so far. The transfer from Louisiana Tech, 6'10" and 236, but he hasn't ventured outside the three-point line. He's been very solid inside the arc. Georgia will inbound. Silas Demery to throw it in from the left side of the basket. He zips it to the right corner to Dakota LeFew, who hits another 3, his 4th. He's got 14 points now. LeFew, red hot. Quick action by Texas Southern, however. They get it right down on the block, and an easy lay-in is good for Dwayne Posey, a 6'7" guard from Memphis.
Yeah, if our defense, and that's where we're making our living right now, is off their fouls. Georgia, we've only missed 1 free throw.
Yeah, 13 for 14 from the line are the Bulldogs. Texas Southern with the possession. They move the ball around offensively, looking for the open man. Top of the key, Hayes goes quickly on the right side to Anderson.
Georgia's starting to play a little aggressive.
Here's Hayes. They had to tighten up the defense. That three ball off the far side of the rim, Chuck, and they missed it.
That's exactly right, too, Scott. They tightened the defense up, and they have not been doing. That's the our best defense down the floor that we played this game.
Took them late into the clock, then they missed it. Here's Asa for three. That one won't go with a left hand. Rebound by Georgia. Blue Kane puts it back up and in after he rebounded the missed
went
three.
Up, tipped the rebound to himself, and then put it back in. Can we give him an assist, too?
7 points for Kane, his first basket of the afternoon. Free throw by Texas Southern. Looks like they got away with a push-off. No call. They missed the three anyway, so there, take that. Dogs with the rebound. Here's Lawrence, a no-look dish to his left to Silas in the corner. Going to dribble along the baseline, and we got a blocking foul on Texas Southern. That's their 11th of the half. The foul called on Jalen Jackson Posey, the transfer from New Mexico State.
I got to tell you,
two more free throws coming for the Dogs in Demery.
What you're seeing from Blue Kane here in this first half is why he's so valuable to a team. He's not hitting his threes. He's cold as he can possibly be from three-point range, where he is traditionally, been at his best. But you know what he's done? So you're not hitting his threes. He's 5 for 5 free throws.
Demery is good with that foul shot. He remains perfect.
5 for 5 free throws, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. I mean, so many other things that he's doing on the floor, even when he's not hitting his threes.
Well, that's what keeps you on the floor when one part of your game is not necessarily going your way, that multiple other parts are. And that's, as you pointed out, that's what makes him so valuable. Demery, free throw number 2. And that ball going to find the rim and kick away, no good. That's only our second missed foul shot this afternoon and the first for Silas today.
Yeah, 14 for 16. We'd take that most any day.
36-22, Georgia by 14 points here with 6:53 to go, first half of the clock moving. Texas Southern striding into the front court. Jalen Weisinger spins into the front court. He's wearing neon pink shoes. And Lawrence has neon yellow shoes for the Dogs. Long three, straight on, won't go by Dwayne Posey, rebounded by Georgia. Here's Demery. He's attacking. He drives inside, shot fake, he shoots, and they call an offensive foul on the Dogs. They say Silas extended the arm, and that's an offensive foul, his second. And Demery will have to come out of the ball game. LeFew comes back in quickly, and that's not necessarily bad the way he's shooting. 14-point Georgia lead. Kane, Lawrence, and LeFew. Somto and Asa Newell on the floor for the Dogs. Texas Southern into the front court on the dribble by Weisinger. On the right wing, they attack now. A little floater off the glass will go around the rim and go for Jackson Posey. His first points of the afternoon, 36-24. Georgia with a 12-point lead and the ball. Cyril sends it over to Blue on the left wing. Kane guarded in a man-to-man tightly. Down into the left corner to Lawrence. He dribbles and feeds Kane on a bounce. Blue puts it on the floor, uses a screen, almost traveled. He may have. He gave it to Newell. He hops into the paint, puts it up and in, and the foul. Count the basket and send Asa Newell to the line.
That was a good call by you, and it was a bad miss by the official, because there was definitely a travel.
Jalen Jackson Posey commits the foul. That's his second. I hope Johnny Jones has a deep bench over there. That's their 12th foul.
Well, I don't want him looking down this way, that's for sure.
Newell tucks in the jersey, does some housekeeping, and now he can step to the line and shoot the foul shot. Left-handed shooter, Newell. High free throw, comes down right through the heart of the basket. Asa with 5, a 3-point play for the freshman. Dogs lead at 38-24. This one got to double digits in a hurry. It was tight for about the first 8 to 10 minutes, about the 12-minute mark, and then Georgia
our defense has improved markedly here in the last couple of minutes.
Texas Southern with a basketball. Jackson Posey pinned on the sideline. Gets it up the wing to Carter. They go back to him on the right wing. Jackson Posey through the edge of the lane. Tries to put it up. Shot blocked. That was either Asa or Sompto. I couldn't tell which. Both of them were right there. And it may have been Sompto, says Adam Gillespie. It was Sompto. No, you're saying 14. I thought you were holding up 6. My bad. Yeah, I'm running into walls and doors. I can't see a lick. It was on Asa Newell. That was his block. The block went out of bounds, so Southern with the basketball. They're going to drive from the wing.
Sompto altered his shot, made that guy alter his shot so badly. He had to go up so high, it had no chance of dropping in there.
He was trying to lay it up over Sompto, but Jackson Posey had that floating little finger roll layup bounce off the rim because, as Chuck pointed out, he had to alter his shot. Dogs will have the ball as the rebound went out of bounds. So Georgia brings it up into the front court with a lead of 39-24, 15 points in front. Lawrence, left-hand dribble, drives left edge of the lane, kicks to Kane in the corner, up the wing, Asa for 3, short side iron. Kane reaches for the rebound in the paint, can't get to it. Weisinger beat him to it. Texas Southern basketball, they trail by 15. 4:54 to play first half. Weisinger tried to scoop it up from the left side. We tip the ball, but Texas Southern keeps possession. Long 3, right wing, won't go. Rebound, Kane, we clear.
Pull that down. Wow.
Outlet to Lawrence into the front court near sideline. Lawrence finds an opening through the lane, stops on the edge of the paint, kicks it back to Kane. Thought about a 3, didn't pull the trigger. Tried a lob pass to Santo, tipped by the 6'10 Carter. Takeaway, they race down the floor, right to left. We get 2 guys back on defense. They foul Big Carter under the backboard on the left end to prevent the basket. Foul was on Kane, that's number 2 on Blue. He turned it over on the other side, but played defense to get back to save the bucket on the left end. Grayson Carter at the line, 6'10 from Dallas, Texas. He's 1 for 2 this afternoon with 3 points in the game. Big right-hander, sends it home. Good. Carter 2 for 3 now. It's 39-25. Georgia in front by a bunch. Try to keep it that way through the remainder of this half. 4:27 remains on the clock. Carter's second foul shot also good, all net. He's 3 for 4. He missed his first. He's made 3 straight since. Georgia with a 13-point lead in the ball. LeFew, I think I invented something there. Dakota LeFew brought it across on his own. Dogs work it around now. Dylan James from the wing. Quick pass to Lawrence. He finds an open shot, takes the 3 off the rim, won't go. And a foul on the rebound attempt on the Dogs. That's on Sompto. Big Cyril picks up his second foul. He has 2. Demery has 2. Blue has 2.
So we're now in a bonus for.
Yeah, that's our 8th. So the Dogs have been shooting in the double bonus for a while, and Texas Southern shooting a 1-and-1 now. Big Carter going back to the line. 4:09 remaining in half one. Clock stopped. Carter, a couple of dribbles, spins the ball, puts it up in the air, and it's good. So he's now made 4 straight. Jackson Posey checks out of the ball game for Johnny Jones's team. Alex Anderson back in. Also back in the game is Jalen Weisinger. Second free throw by Big Carter is good. 39-28. Texas Southern creeps a little bit closer. Georgia had a 15-point lead a few moments ago. Dogs try to add to the lead on this possession. 3:53 to go. Dylan James has the ball knocked out of his hands and saved by Texas Southern from out of bounds. They got a steal and a nice save there. Now they try to get it down to single digits. They're down by 11, and they have the ball with 17 to shoot. Colby Granger on the wing, sends it into the post to Big Carter. Works against Abson, turn fade, jumper over the 6'9 Abson, won't go off the side of the rim. Justin rebounds, hands it to Lawrence. Into the front court, into the paint. The runner won't go. Tap on the rebound by Godfrey, won't go. James got it back. Put back attempt, blocked from behind, and blocked again as he got it again. And then finally a foul on Texas Southern.
Well, Dillon hustled down the floor and was battling on the glass. He wasn't going to be.
Free throw by James, a little too stiff off the back of the rim, won't go.
Rare free throw miss for the Dogs here in the first half. Scott, we mentioned their defense has gotten so much better. They've managed to drop.
Second free throw, that one's good.
Texas Southern's field goal percentage from 62 down to 44, 18% here just in the last 5 minutes.
Dogs plus 12 now, 40-28 as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the half. Tigers with the basketball. Weisinger double teamed for a second, gets rid of it, finds Alex Anderson open up on the near side. Anderson's going to tuck it and run. Floater high over James, won't go, rebounded by Godfrey. Dogs with possession. LeFew has it into the front court, left to right. Dribbles by the defender, now stops and spins, gives it to Godfrey. One dribble for RJ to James, back to LeFew. Between the circles, screen absent. Bounces him the ball, throws it quickly into the right corner. Lawrence drives out of there, had to go climb the ladder to save it. Tried to feed it into the block to Godfrey. It's batted out of bounds by Texas Southern with 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Tell you what, Texas Southern's aggressive defenders.
They were doing very well on that series. On that possession, I mean, Georgia was moving the ball great, very crisp. That pass into the corner was a little bit high. That may have knocked the timing off. That's where Georgia's having to inbound it. Right corner by LeFew. Up the wing to Lawrence to Godfrey. Straight open three. Won't go. Off the left side of the rim. Offensive board, Dogs. LeFew got it. Palms up catch on the baseline. Get it back to Tyron. Shot clock resets to 20. It's down to 12 now. LeFew takes a three from the corner. Won't go. Rebound is loose under the basket. Still loose and touched out by Texas Southern. They had two guys scrambling for it.
Dillon did a great job.
And they lost it on the baseline.
Dillon was aggressive after that ball, they got in a big hurry and then touched it last going out of bounds because they weren't paying attention. They thought they were trying to get the basketball so quickly.
Georgia's going to sub Newell back in. Also, Savo Dreskic checks in, the 6'4 freshman guard from Serbia. Getting his first minutes of the afternoon. 2:09 to play in the first half. Georgia has a 12-point lead. LeFew to throw it in on the baseline, left to the basket, in front court. To Godfrey, to Newell, left wing, to Lawrence. Straight ahead, feed it back to LeFew, dribbles it into the corner, two guys chasing. Quick cross court to Savo for three. Count it! How about that? Right into the ball game. Give me a three. Savo with his first points as a Georgia Bulldog. And Georgia leads it 43-15. The lead back to 15 for the Dogs. Minute 43 to go, first half. We're chasing Georgia Southern all over the front court. Savo on the ball right now. Alex Anderson tries to dribble away. Sends it left wing for a three. No good by Omar Carisi at 6'11". He missed it off the rim. Dogs rebound, quickly get it into Newell on the block down on the right end of the floor. Shot blocked from behind by Kenny Hunter as Newell was trying to jump and lay it up from the left side. Hunter got a piece of that. Knocked it out of bounds. Dogs ball, 22 on the possession clock. 1:25 to go first half. Georgia with a 15-point lead, looking to add to that on this possession. Lawrence, bullet pass overhead
nice
to Newell.
Pass.
Brilliant pass. Newell one-hands it off the floor, then collects it and puts it up and in underneath. That was a nice play. 45-28 Dogs. And a foul as Texas Southern works on offense. They get Dakota LeFew for the violation, his first. Going to be a 1-and-1 now for the Tigers. Put Texas Southern on the line, their second trip to Athens in school history, and the first since late 2018. Jalen Weisinger is going to be shooting, a 6-foot senior from Houston.
Can I ask somebody to move out of your way?
Either the official or the head coach.
They're both.
So I can see
they
who's
got you
shooting
blocked.
the ball.
I'll tell you that.
Free throw number one is up and in, and that's Weisinger for his first point of the afternoon. At least I get my workout in.
You do.
I get my hip bends.
Yeah, you go a little bit to the left, a little
my
bit to the right.
My obliques are working. Left, right, left, right. That second free throw attempt was left short by Weisinger. The Dogs rebounded. Savo drops it off in backcourt to Lawrence. He'll walk it over the logo into the front side. 60 seconds to go first half. Georgia leads 45-29. Lawrence skips, drives underneath, kicks it into the right corner. LeFew open three, missed another one. He's gone cold now. We rebound it. They'll give it back to him in the right corner. He attacks on the baseline. Contact made by the defender on a blocking foul will be called. He also got a piece of his face, said Don Daly. 2 shots coming for Georgia after the foul on Carisi at 6'11".
For those of you that are just joining us, we started this game shortly at the conclusion of the Georgia-Ole Miss football game. And it seems that way, doesn't it?
A lot of fouls in this first half. That's 14 on them, 9 on Georgia. And LeFew's free throw is good. He's got 15 points here in the first half. He's the only player on the floor for either side in double figures. LeFew had 18 against Tennessee Tech last Monday night. Second foul shot also good. 4 for 4 from the line. He's 4 for 7 on three-point shots today.
I've noticed he's very good at shooting.
It'll be Dwayne Posey to inbound it to Weisinger. 6 foot, sprints into the front side. They set a screen. Weisinger drives all the way to the baseline. They get it into the left corner. 3 ball by the left-hander there. Won't go off the rim. Posey missed the 3. Savo rebounds the basketball. Dreskic into the front court. Drops it off on the bounce to LeFew with 26 on the game clock, 19 on the shot clock. Dogs will have to put it up. LeFew defended on the wing by Posey. Tries to drive again. Posey makes contact. No whistle there. And he double dribbled, say the officials. A couple of whistles blowing on Dakota LeFew that time. And the Bulldog transfer turns it over. 13 seconds to go. Texas Southern might get the last shot here. Early in the clock. Long, deep 3. He was open, but 8 seconds left. That's no good. That's going to give Georgia an opportunity. We rebound. Savo for 3. Hits the backboard. Karam's away. No good. And that's the end of the half.
And Mike White immediately out to talk to Savo to tell him.
At the break, 47-29, and we are underway here in the second half. Texas Southern will start the half with a basketball. They'll work down to our right. They're working on the left block now. They give it to big Grayson Carter. A jump hook over Newell will not find its target. Off the rim, bounces out of bounds. Touched last by a Bulldog, and Texas Southern will maintain possession.
Yeah, not surprisingly touched last by a dog since it's been all Georgia on the glass.
Inbounds, quick turnaround 2 for Kenny Hunter. He's good on the mid-range, and he hit about a 16-footer there. Hunter in 10 double figures with 10 points. He's the first player to reach double figures for the Tigers. Dogs' first offensive possession now.
That first half rebounding number, Scott, is unbelievable. 27-9. Georgia.
Godfrey from the left elbow. Too much on it. Rolls off the front of the rim. There's another rebound for Georgia. They kick it out to Tyron Lawrence, and he hits a 3 from the right side. A Scana energy 3 to get us started here in the second half.
Blue Kane hustling down the floor to tip that pass. They were trying to get it ahead and into the front court quickly, and Blue got down there in a heartbeat. Man, just hustling.
Tigers will inbound it on the baseline because of that hustle. Dogs in the second half with Newell, Godfrey, Silas, Demery, Kane, and Lawrence. Same as our starting 5 in the first half. And back on the floor, McClain for Texas Southern. He had 2 quick fouls and then didn't play anymore for the most part in that first half. Take a long 3 there, miss it off the iron. It's rebounded by the Dogs yet again. Demery works the dribble between the circles. Now he goes to Godfrey inside the arc to his right. Cross court to Lawrence for a 3. Left wing won't go. Rebound. Texas Southern. A rare rebound for the visiting team. They run it up the floor. Give it to little McClain. He drives, splits the defense, scoops it up and in. Off the glass up high on the left side of the backboard. McClain now with 4. It's 50-33. Dogs in front and with possession. Blue Cane flashes out front. One of their guys falls down because of a screen. Hustles to get back up. We shoot a three. Demery had it bounce off the rim, crawl up on the top of the backboard, and spin back down through the basket for a Scana Energy three-pointer.
Yeah, that's like that golf shot that hits the stick and then bounces in the hole.
Dogs with a steal on the right end of the floor. Blue Cane coast to coast, driving and laying it up for two, and a quick timeout. Johnny Jones, and he's angry at somebody. I'm not sure. 2-0, and then the back half of the Peach State Classic, which this game is a part of, will be Tuesday night for Georgia when the Dogs host North Florida here at 7 o'clock. Texas Southern weaves into the front court and then has the ball knocked out away as soon as they cross the half-court line. So they'll inbound it again from the far sideline. Ball was knocked out by the Dogs. Tigers work on the offensive end with 10 on the shot clock. Little Kavion McLean goes inside to one of their big 6'10" on the floor. Kenny Hunter, a jump hook from the right block, no good, and the rebound goes to Blue Cane. Cane now with his fifth rebound of the afternoon.
No, his sixth. You're right.
Asa Newell for 3. That won't go. Early in the shot clock. Dogs missed that one. Rebounded by Texas Southern. So Cane with 6 boards. Chance for another one here. Nope, not this time. Kavion McLean dribbles by him under the basket, and a reverse lay-in by the little guy is good. He's got 6, 2 baskets here in this half. 55-35. Dogs turn it over in the front court. Here's McLean, left to right. Going to find a spot on the floor and pop a 3. Look at that. He's suddenly heating up. Quick 7 points for their little guard who wasn't available most of the first half because of foul trouble. And it's 55-38. Another steal, takeaway by Texas Southern. They're going to drive. Rejected by Godfrey at the basket as Jalen Jackson Posey stole it but couldn't finish. Dogs on the other end will finish. Blue Cane rattles home a Scana Energy 3 from the right corner. That's a dozen for Cane now.
That's his first 3 since our exhibition game.
McLean with another jumper for Texas Southern. And Georgia will inbound and bring it into the front court with Demery. High lob to Godfrey. Cane out of the right corner, going to drive against 2 defenders, throw it up on the iron, rolls off the front edge, no good. Rebound by Texas Southern. Tigers work on the left wing. Now they drive, split the defense. Here's Jackson Posey all the way to the rim, and a whistle and a foul on the Dogs on the play as the basket is good, and he'll get. Texas Southern finishes off a 3-point play opportunity. Jalen Jackson Posey connects on the free throw. Transfer from New Mexico State. That's his 5th point of the afternoon. He'll exit the game now, and Georgia's lead is at 15, trimmed by 7 on a flurry of points by Texas Southern. It was at 22. Dogs with the ball, trying to do something about that. James with the ball, dribbles to the foul line, throws to the wing. Blue Cane off his hands, out of bounds, loses it on the side court. And Texas Southern will get it on the Dogs' turnover.
That's our 9th turnover of the game. And Texas Southern, they've not turned it over much at all.
3-pointer blocked by LeFew, high in the air, pulled down by Cane. Sends a cross-court pass to Lawrence, who feeds Somto on the right edge. Falling away, he finds LeFew open for a 3 on the other side of the floor. He misses off the rim. Cane a rebound. And now a foul on the play by Texas Southern. And they got the foul on Grayson Carter for Texas Southern. Blue Cane now with 8 boards.
Yeah, and
that matches his personal best.
And he's already got 12 points. He's approaching a double-double.
LeFew out of bounds lob to Cyril in the paint. He had to fight and muscle it, and it was awkward, but he used the square and got it to go on the banker right in front of the bucket. First points of the game for Somto.
So strong inside.
Less than 15 minutes remaining in the contest. Georgia 60, Texas Southern 43. Here's Hunter left alone, pull up at the elbow, 15-footer good by the big guy. He's got a nice soft touch. He's got a dozen points, their leading scorer today. Dylan James thought about a three, hesitates, now drives to the basket, tried to lay it up on the left side. It's blocked and fouled by Grayson Carter. That'll put Dylan James on the free throw line.
Georgia 18 for 21 at the line tonight. The amazing thing is, they've actually shot free throws pretty well too. They're 8 for 11.
Dylan James with the free throw. It's good. And a correction, the foul's on Kenny Hunter, not Grayson. So that's 2 on Hunter.
Yeah, each team's only missed 3 free throws. We've just shot a couple more.
It's like being in the practice gym, isn't it?
It really is.
You run a 2-minute scrimmage, and then we shoot foul shots.
We've shot 22. They've shot 11.
Dylan, he's got a little hitch right before he releases the ball. He comes up, he gets ready to shoot, and he pauses for a fraction of a second before he releases. He missed that second foul shot. Texas Southern quickly, they go to Hunter. He's got the hot hand. He'll hit another 16-footer in front of the bucket.
And another one of those soft touch ones, a little floater.
6'10", transfer from Louisiana Tech. Good-looking player for Johnny Jones's team. Dogs lead at 61-47. Blue Cane mugged as he tried to drive from the top of the circle. And the ball taken away. They whistle a foul on Hunter, who had the ball down on the right end of the floor. He was taking it in for a score, but bring it back, big man. Dogs will inbound the basketball. They get a new 20 on the shot clock. LeFew into Lawrence. They swipe at the inbounds. Tyron receives the pass. Beats Somto at the foul line. Back to LeFew. On the baseline, he's doubled. Sends it up the near side to Lawrence on the logo. Dribbles across to the right wing. Inside, down low to Somto, who feeds James, who hops under the basket, hesitates. He pump faked, and then he laid it up and scored. And Dylan James now with 4 points, his first field goal of the afternoon. 63-47 Dogs. Not for long. There's Hunter again. That man doing it again.
Wow.
Little fader left of the lane. Knocks down another two-pointer. He's got 16. He's made 8 shots today. 8 field goals. 4 in the first half and 4 so far here in the second half. And they keep feeding him the ball. 22-point lead down to 14 for the Dogs at 63-49. Georgia works on the front end with Ty Lawrence. And he clips his defender trying to get around him. They whistle the guys in maroon for a foul. They call that foul on Granger. He's the one that just checked out of the ball game. It's on Hunter. So Hunter Chuck suddenly has 4 fouls.
Well,
he's picked up 3 in this half.
Because
that is good. Even better news, he's checking out of the ball game.
The game right now. Good, man. Cut down on their scoring.
Man, he's 8 of 11 with 16 points today, but now he's on the bench with 4 fouls and 13:07 to go. Dogs have the basketball. Lawrence holds it on the logo. He dribbles to his right, now attacks, running layup. Good, he underhanded it up and in. A little sweet finger roll by the Vanderbilt transfer. 7 for Lawrence in the game. 65-49 Dogs. 12:50, now less than that remaining. McLean working against Blue Cane. Crossover through the legs. Another crossover. Jump pass, right corner. Here comes a 3 ball. Front of the rim won't go. Rebound, number 9 for Blue Cane. Underhands it back to Lawrence. He'll carry it across the timeline. Lawrence dribbles to his left. Tried to get it into the right corner to Kane. There's another foul on Texas Southern. That one's on Josh Farmer. He seems upset with his teammates as he's speaking harshly to his guys. There's some words being exchanged now by teammates, Farmer and Jackson Posey. Dogs inbound to Lawrence. Long fadeaway 2 on the left baseline is good. Lawrence with another basket. He's got 9.
Well, it was awfully close to being a 3, too. And he was right at the line.
We'll see if the infighting continues for Texas Southern. They fed Carter on the baseline. Spin move by James. Goes to the rack. Yeah, they called the foul on James. Maybe all that complaining on the other end got that whistle. They call the foul on Dillon. That's his second. And that will put Texas Southern at the free throw line. Clock stops with 12:10 to go.
I'll tell you what he definitely did. The official waited to see if it went in or not. Then when it didn't go in, he blew the whistle.
6'10", Grayson Carter at the line for 2 shots. He was 5 for 6 from the line in half one. And that free throw is good. His first point of the second half, giving him 8 for the game. He's only got 1 field goal, but he's made 6 foul shots. Silas Demery will check in for the Dogs. Blue Kane will come out. He should get a nice hand. 12 points and 9 boards, 2 assists for Blue. He gets congratulations on the Georgia bench down to our left. Second free throw by Carter is up and in. Texas Southern will call a timeout. They'll use this as the little guy, McLean, who didn't play much in the first half due to foul trouble. He hit Georgia for a quick 9, including their first 3 of the afternoon. Dogs have the ball, lead by 17. Silas to LeFew, pump fake on the 3 to Dillon. He'll take the 3, miss it off the rim from the left corner. Rebound, we fight for it with Somto, can't get it. Texas Southern has it left to right into the front court. They're in maroon today, Georgia in white. Farmer, 6'10" and 200, dribbles head of the key. They go inside now to Carter, the other 6'10" guy on the floor. He misses a fadeaway on the block. Dogs save it over the end line underneath into Demery. Georgia has the possession. Lawrence tries to dribble through traffic on the right side. They swat the ball away. It's picked up by LeFew. Dakota way out front. They're forcing us almost back to half court. We go inside to Somto. They reject it. Tip the ball and take it away. Texas Southern runs the floor. Quick 3. Left wing won't go off the rim. Carter crashes the glass. Tries to rebound it. Tips it out of bounds. It'll be Dogs ball. Godfrey Newell and Dreskic check in for the Dogs. James and Lawrence and Somto come out.
Savo, the way he played down the stretch of that first half, earned him some more playing time here in the second half.
Savo at 6'4", freshman guard from Serbia. Did not play in the opener against Tennessee Tech, getting some minutes here in his freshman year at Georgia here in game number 2. LeFew knocked to the floor on the 3-point shot attempt, and that'll be costly for Texas Southern. That'll send LeFew to the line on the foul by Jalen Jackson Posey, the transfer from New Mexico State. That's his third.
And that will be costly. He's just deadly at the line.
Texas Southern has now committed 20 fouls in the game. 6 in this half. Georgia's been whistled for 2 here in the second half. And
of course,
LeFew
I would say that.
Misses his first foul shot of the day.
I would absolutely jinx him.
That's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. Dakota at 6'4", transfer from Mount St. Mary's. Second free throw by the right-hander is good. And he's got 1 more. Fouled on the 3-point shot. He's hit a bunch of those today, too, 4 of 8. LeFew. Third free throw in the air by the right-hander and good. He made 2 out of the 3. He's got 18. That matches his total from game 1 against the Golden Eagles on Monday night. Texas Southern sprints into the front court with Jackson Posey. Send the ball around the perimeter, far side of the floor. Now square it up straight away with Farmer. Farmer dribbles, will shoot over Godfrey. He doesn't come out to play him tightly. Misses a long forced 3. Dogs rebound it. Georgia into the front court with Silas Demery. Crossover, switches hands, left-hand dribble, now backs it up. Gets a screen from Newell. Screen and roll. Ball goes back to Demery. Silas, left edge of the lane, fade away 2. Rims out, won't go. Rebound in the corner, got screened out, didn't see it. There's a foul on Georgia. I did see the whistle, or hear the whistle, and get that part of it. And the officials and the head coach just playing right in front of you here on this end of the floor. At some point, we're going to be put where we don't get obstructed.
They do make it tough from where you're sitting to have any view of anything that happens in the paint under the rim.
Asa was whistled for that foul. That's his second. Dogs' third of the half. So Texas Southern has the ball. We approach 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. And Georgia leads it by 19, 70-51. Tigers ball. Farmer just inside the arc, deep in the right corner on the baseline. Works against Newell. Pump fake as he's killed his dribble. Now goes up the wing. And they get it inside. Miss a layup from the left edge. Zontarius Mortal couldn't quite get it up over the rim from the left side. Dogs rebound is missed and have possession. Godfrey takes a feed from Demery, puts it on the floor, dribbles through three. They knock the ball away. Asa Newell picks up the loose ball, and then a foul is committed by Texas Southern. That's on Farmer. And number 7 on the visiting team, and the Dogs will be back at the line in the bonus now.
Mike Mobley does such a great job.
Excuse me.
As Georgia's basketball SID pointed out to us that Blue Canes 9 boards is a career high. You pointed it out with 8 boards was a career high.
He's not on the floor right now. Hopefully he gets a chance to add to that as Newell misses the free throw.
Double. Yeah, he's got the double in points.
Second foul shot by the freshman Newell. The big left-hander knocks it down good. That's his first point of the half. He's got 8 in the game. 71-51 Dogs. McLean weaves through Georgia's defenders like a snake in the water. Go on the left baseline now. Up and under. Big Farmer won't go. Wanted a foul call because he slid on his back, but he didn't get it. No contact there. Dogs take away the miss. And Silas misses a 3 on the right end. Long rebound, though. Silas got it and then contested near half court. Taken away and stolen by Texas Southern. They drive for an awkward straight up and down shot by Texas Southern. And let's check the call on the other end. They got a foul on the offense on Texas Southern. On the rebound, I think, on the missed shot. After the missed shot on Alex Anderson is the call. And that'll put the Dogs on the foul line on the other end. 1-1 it should be for Georgia with Demery. Yep, he's the one that got pushed. 9:05 remaining. Clock stopped. Georgia up 20 and looking to add to that with Silas at the free throw line.
Well, he loves to rebound, doesn't he, for a guard? He loves to get under there and mix it up with the big. Seems to me that he likes, the bigger the guys are under there, the more he wants to be with them.
Demery free throw is up and in good. 6 for 7 in the first half, now 1 for 1 in the second. He's got 12 points and 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Demery shot 70% from the line last year. Boy, if he can shoot like this, like he is today,
wow,
because he gets to the line. If he could shoot close to 80%, that would be phenomenal. The right-hander measures it. He missed that one, though. Went in and kicked out. And then Texas Southern's Farmer touched it out. Yeah, Newell was trying to get to the rebound. Farmer had position but didn't get control of the ball. Lost it under the basket. So the Dogs get a chance to score more points. Demery with only a second miss at the line today. Sabo to throw it into Kane. And a whistle off that action first. Another foul. Goodness. Grayson Carter. Right now, Texas Southern not playing with a lot of discipline. That's their 9th team foul. Their 23rd of the game. Clock stops with 9:03 to go. Asa Newell at the line again.
How many do they have against Xavier?
31.
Oh, so they got a ways to go.
Yeah. This pales in comparison to that so far. Newell free throw is up and good, all net for the big guy. Newell lived in Athens for 6 years, from age 4 to age 10. And that led to his love for the University of Georgia. His grandmother used to work here at the university. Free throw good. And he and his brother now play basketball for the Georgia Bulldogs. Jaden is also on the team. 74-51, Georgia by 23. Texas Southern with the ball. Kavion McLean dribbles and works against Silas Demery and Dogs man-to-man defense. Well, they go to the wing. Kane covers up Alex Anderson. Tight on the sideline over there. They get the ball out of trouble. Go inside. Carisi can't go anywhere with
nice
it.
Feed.
But he got help. Yeah, the feed to Weisinger, who put it up and in. 74-53, Dogs. Georgia basketball. Godfrey has it, head of the key, dribbles to his right. Hand off to Blue. Kane inside the arc. Goes to Newell. Asa hands it to Dreskic. Step back three, left side. Savo won't be able to drop it. It's short. Off the left side of the iron. Rebound by the Tigers. And then Savo and their ball handler got tangled up. And they call a tripping foul on
Savo.
Dreskic. As both guys tumbled to the floor. Took a pretty firm fall in the court. That was Alex Anderson trying to walk it off now. Only the fourth team foul on the Dogs. And they're giving Anderson a little bit of extra time. And it'll be Carisi to inbound it at 6'11". Transfer from Nicholls State. Inbounded to the little guy, McLean. Dribbles on the wing. Flashing out now to take the feed, head of the key is Carter. Quick handoff to Weisinger. He attacks. Newell appeared to block the shot, but they whistling for a foul instead as he was taking it to the backboard. They call Asa for the foul, and that'll stop the clock and get us into a timeout with 7:51 to go. Third foul of the game on Asa Newell. Georgia leads at 74-53. We'll come back.
Ron.
Yeah, played 4 postseason games. Texas Southern at the line with Jalen Weisinger. He kind of used his body English to get that one to roll in for him. One more foul shot. Ball's in the air, up and in. Good, he's got 5. 3 of those coming from the foul line. 74-55, Dogs in front. Georgia basketball. Lawrence skips it into the left corner to Newell, back up the wing. And Texas Southern into a 1-3-1 zone. Oh, nice alley-oop lob to Newell. He flushes it home.
Look at Silas. That was a long alley-oop, but it was right on the money.
Demery the assist. Newell got the finish, and he got fouled.
That was a long alley-oop. Silas was about, 8 or 10 feet behind the three-point arc out front. Asa ran the baseline and went in the air, and Silas two-handed it over his head and put it right where it needed to be.
Newell for the and one. Ball's in the air, going to kick out. Basket didn't like it, spit it out. Rebound, Texas Southern. So we don't get the three-point play, but we got the highlight alley-oop dunk. McLean speeds down to the left edge of the lane. He's surrounded by Newell and Santo. He gives it up into the corner. Now they're trying to back Blue Kane down. Bump, jump hook won't go for Anderson.
Look.
And the rebound.
And look
Kane,
who got the rebound.
Double-double now. His 10th board. 12 points and 10 rebounds.
I'll tell you what, that makes you happy.
Lawrence for 3 on the other end. Good. He strokes it home. A Scana Energy 3. Tyron Lawrence in the left corner. He's got 13. That's his 3rd 3 of the game. Georgia's 10th of the afternoon. 79-55 Dogs. 6:46 and the clock ticking. Time remaining in the ball game today. Weisinger works against Lawrence, hesitates, now drives. Santo altered his shot. He forced it up high off the backboard. No chance there to fall through. Dogs rebound the miss. Quickly into the front court left. Newell skips it back to Lawrence. Dribbles across the top of the key. Back to Newell. Pass out of his reach, and he loses it over the inline out of bounds.
They just that just comes from lack of playing together. He misread him. He thought Asa was going to make the break for the basket. Asa broke away from the basket, back toward the bench, and the ball went out of bounds.
Dakota LeFew checks in for Blue Kane, who checks out after recording his first career double-double.
Yeah, now with 11 rebounds, he got another one just a second ago. So.
Texas Southern basketball, they trail by 24. McLean on the drive and the scoop shot. Nobody there to protect the house. Santo was trying to get over there late, but too late as McLean scores on the running layup. He's got 13. 11 of his points have come in here in the second half. 79-57 Georgia with 5:50 remaining. No look from Silas to Lawrence on the logo. A no look to Santo. A dish to Newell and a dunk.
How about that? Somto got the beautiful pass down low, and everybody thought he was going to turn and go to the basket. Instead, he saw Asa coming down the lane and fed him. Beautiful.
4 or
nice
5 passes on that possession, yeah, and then Asa with the finish again. And now a block on the other end as the Tigers try to drive from the left angle. That's rejected near the basket. It never got up near the rim. It was either Somto or Asa that blocked that shot, bounced it high off the floor and out of bounds. So it'll be Texas Southern's basketball. Asa Newell comes out. Justin Abson, the App State transfer, comes in. Out of bounds play. They throw it into the paint. Spinning move by Carisi is blocked out of bounds by Somto. Carisi at 6'11", and Somto matches him at 6'11",
yes,
and just went up there and rejected his shot.
Asa Newell's got 4 blocks today. Somto now with 3.
Rim protectors. Tigers inbound it to Hunter, who's back in with 4 fouls. Lost possession of the ball. It's rolling, picked up by LeFew for Georgia. Into the front court come the Dogs. Right to left. We slow it down a little bit. Somto surreal. 2 dribbles and a handoff to Lawrence. Left-hand dribble down on the baseline. Defender swiping at the ball. They go to LeFew, to Abson, to LeFew, back to Abson, into the corner. 3-ball Lawrence won't go off the rim. Somto tried to rebound it from behind. It's tipped away by Hunter, I think, for Texas Southern.
Yeah, I think he went over Somto's back, too. That should have been a foul call, but I'm not going to be picky with 4:55 left and us up by 24.
81-57 is the score. Dogs keep possession.
If we were up by 23, I'd be complaining.
Yes. You'd be calling the official over to let him know. We throw it into Somto, and it's deflected and stolen by Texas Southern. McLean on the dribble behind the back to Hunter. Ball knocked loose, but collected by Texas Southern and a lay-in. They were trying to run a little Showtime action with a behind-the-back dribble pass. They ended up with points, but didn't quite get the execution that they wanted. 81-59. Georgia with 4:24 remaining and the ball. LeFew catch and shoot 3. Won't go. Back of the rim. High rebound. Knocked loose from a crowd. Collected by Abson for the Dogs. And then a foul on the far side of the floor by Jalen Weisinger. I think he just needed to catch his breath.
I was going to say there was just no reason for that foul, but except for that one. That probably was exactly the reason. Needed to catch his breath.
25th foul of the afternoon on the visiting team, and that'll put the Dogs back on the line. And a regular at the free throw line today is Silas Demery. 7 for 9 at the stripe today. The right-hander from Raleigh. Free throw up and in. Demery now with 13 this afternoon. LeFew has 18. Demery with 13. Lawrence with 13. Newell has 14. Kane has 12. 5 guys in double figures for the Dogs. And Kane's got a double-double to go with his 12 points. He's got a career-high 11 rebounds. Demery, long look at the basket, spins the ball, and will shoot it, knock it down. Good. Demery only 2 field goals today. The rest of his scoring has been at the line. 4:10 to go, 83-59 Dogs. Texas Southern with the possession. The 6-foot Weisinger working against Savo here in this possession. Hunter's got it now. Bounce pass down on the right block to Carisi, and his lay-in attempt is rejected by Santos Surreal. Dogs take it away. Another block shot. Here's Silas all the way to the rack. Lay-in won't go. Jiggles out. Rebound Georgia. Abson got the rebound. Feeds it to Savo. He attacks inside and is fouled in the paint about 3 feet in front of the basket. 5 for 5 from the line. Right now, Savo at the free throw line. Hits the front of the rim. Won't go for him. He's got 3 points today. His first points
RJ
as a
Godfrey,
Bulldog.
you haven't had to call his name a lot, but what a nice little line he's put together with only 3 points, but he's got 7 rebounds. He's got an assist. He's got a steal. He's got a block.
Treskic hits the second free throw after missing the first. And Georgia leads at 84-59. 3:33 remaining here in Athens today. Next game coming up Tuesday night for the Dogs against North Florida at 7 o'clock. Long three by Texas Southern off the rim, rebounded by the Dogs. LeFew will bring it into the front court, dribbles on the left side. He pivots and spins, delivers a pass to Demery at the head of the key. He'll drop it inside the arc to James. He straddles the three, gives it back to Demery. Give and go to James. Bounce pass through the paint to Abson. He dropped it, picks it up, gets it out on the perimeter. Over to Silas. He rips a three. Good from the right slot for Silas Demery.
Great ball movement by Georgia.
17 for Silas today, and now he's our second leading scorer. LeFew's got 18. Demery with 17. 87-59, Georgia in front. Tigers attack with Anderson. He runs awkwardly through the paint, a Euro step there, and he drew contact and a foul on the Dogs. We'll stop the clock with 2:41 to go. Don Daly with the call there. He's our lead official today. Alex Anderson at 6'6", a senior from Memphis, Tennessee, will be at the line after the fourth foul on Silas. Demery will watch him shoot foul shots, and Anderson will knock down his first opportunity. Anderson 2 for 3 from the line today with 4 points. Silas Demery going to come out and get a big high five and a back slap from head coach Mike White as he goes to the bench.
Nice round of applause from the fans, too. Well deserved.
Second free throw by the right-hander. He floats that one up in there. So he hits a pair, and it's 87-61 Georgia. Savo into the front court on the dribble with the left hand. Feeds Abson head of the key. Twist to the right to James. He holds on the wing. They go to Savo with the next pass, but we got a whistle down on the baseline first. It'll be a foul on Texas Southern. Surprise, surprise, they're 27th. 2 shots coming for Dakota LeFew. Trying to hold LeFew running through screens. They don't want that guy to get loose and shoot another three.
Hey, he has punished them today.
Free throw by Dakota. Going to bounce and roll in there good. He's approaching 20 points in the game. The foul was on Wayne Posey for Texas Southern.
Scott, it's worth mentioning, too, Georgia's still playing without one of their real shining stars, Deshane Montgomery, who will be eligible next semester, which will be mid-December.
LeFew made both free throws, and Texas Southern quickly into the front court, attacking the basket, missing the runner, but they got the Dogs for a foul. Montgomery should be eligible, Chuck, with the Grand Canyon game by my count. That's the start of the second semester. And that's on December 14th.
And he's a kind of a hybrid wing player, but very talented.
Foul was called on Justin Abson for Georgia, putting Texas Southern at the foul line again. Jalen Weisinger, their 6-foot senior guard, doing the duty at the line, hitting his first foul shot of the afternoon. Or of this trip, that's his fourth make. And now he misses the second attempt. James tried to one-hand the rebound, bounces it down to Cyril, and the Georgia Bulldogs will have the basketball on the missed free throw. Savo double-teamed on the baseline. Bounce pass. He threaded the needle to Cyril. Dogs lost the ball. Texas Southern with a takeaway. Tigers with 2 minutes. They trail by a bunch, 89-62. Anderson works against Abson. Cross court. Pull up three. Close to the line. Won't go for Omar Carisi. Rebound to the Dogs. And Dresgich will bring it into the front court. Savo on the dribble to Abson. He'll shoot it in the circle. It rims out on him. Rebounded by Weisinger for Texas Southern. Back we go the other way. Left to right into the front court. Weisinger scoops it up the wing for a left-handed three. Won't go. Dwayne Posey misses it off the left side of the rim. Rebound Dogs. Georgia with 80 seconds to go before their second win of the season. Dresgich. Jump pass, head of the key. LeFew, three, count it.
Of course he's going to drain it.
23 for Dakota, his fifth three of the game.
Dogs by 30.
He's got 9 of those in 2 games. Oh, nice crossover dribble by Texas Southern. They missed the 3 ball, but get the rebound and the tap in. And Georgia wants time to empty the bench here with 57.8 to go. 92-64. Dogs in front. Brandon Klatsky will check into the ball game. Jaden Newell will check into the ball game. Who else came in? Is that it? Yep, I think that's it.
That's all I saw.
So Jaden Newell, the other Newell, the older Newell, will inbound it to Dresgich into the front court. 52 seconds to go. Georgia 92, Texas Southern 64. A swipe and a deflection out of bounds by Weisinger. Knocked it away from Dresgich. Brandon Klatsky, a redshirt sophomore guard, 6'4" in the far corner. Dylan James has the ball. He'll throw it to Klatsky in the corner. A high catch and shoot. Well, he can't get the shot off because Texas Southern defends him. He steps inside for a 2. They block that shot. Ball is loose. And it's touched last by Texas Southern in the far corner. It'll be Dogs ball. 6 on the shot clock. 34 seconds to play. Dresgich to throw it in from the deep corner on the side, however, with Weisinger right on top of him on the inbounds. Get it to Klatsky off a curl. Head of the key, absent. Step back 3. Off the rim. Won't go.
Almost.
Texas Southern chases it down. It's last touch by Georgia. The rebound goes out of bounds right into our bench to the left. Tigers will have the basketball with 28 seconds to go. Looks like they want to put it up. Doesn't matter how much time is left. Weisinger, fade away 2 on the right side. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Savo the rebound. He looks to the bench. He asks, do I hold it, coach? And they say yes. 10 seconds, he'll dribble it out. Georgia's going to win it. 92-64 as the final 5 seconds tick away. And Georgia a winner here in game number 2 of the season as part of the Peach State